Hi guys, welcome back to this project. Um, First of all, I will say I'm sorry of the delay of releasing this, but I have been very quite busy lately, and also the replication of the beaten up project has been a bit of pain because of the replication, well, Unreal or any other engine. It is not willing to replicate physics, let's say. So when the character goes to ragdoll, is very difficult, extremely difficult to replicate. The good thing is, in most of the cases, the replication that is used in the betting app games are local multiplayer that is working perfectly for all of the game modes. So now I'm going to show you the two new game modes that are the NARC game mode and the beating up game mode, and then I will summarize what I have done. Okay, so from now, if you open the project, you will get this black screen that is the menu level. Let's say you can go to any of the levels by going to maps, MV maps. But from here, you will be able to play all the levels. So you have here all the levels. So I will show you now the beaten up in example. That is the latest one. You can choose single player or local multiplayer. So I will be showing you a single player, then I will show you the local multiplayer. Okay, see. So as you can see, we have live, three different modes. Again, well, if you are running, you have a move for pushing while running or while running. As well for jumping, you have a jump, hit, and jump, push. Also, if you push the two buttons, the one button at the same time, you will be doing special. Okay. So now I will show you. I set up some of the AI guys here. They will be kicking and pushing you. I will show you. Oh! They also will be following you, chasing you, hitting. Check the idol. Idol. Basically, I will show you. Simple, I will show you now the NARC, then I will go one by one. NARC is different to the others. Well, you can set up the weapon from the beginning, or I will show you how, or pick up weapons. So NARC, in example, when you are aiming, you can turn like the map, real map. You can move up and down from the level. You can see that the guys are following you. Okay, so this the main difference are the you can go up and down from in the level, and also when you then after this I will show you the other two uh, side scroller adventure. That is the one we had before. This game mode is more intended to do a game like Flashback, another world or something like this. You need to it is not so fast paced action. Because you can configure the game as you wish. And then the NARC, the Contra, this is very special because in here you can see that you have this. You can jump up, jump down from the layers, from the different ground levels that you have here. Also, you can control how much you're jumping by pushing the bar space for jumping. So you can jump this, you can jump this. Fast. Weapon. We pick it. Excuse me. Anyway, the big picture here. So I will show you now how the beaten up in example is configured. The beaten up character, um, we have a new weapon for it, that is the fight moves. You have the fight move master here. Fight move master, in the settings, you have, this is the more complicated part, you can always check this if you wish or something. I will delete this. That is in the fighting part. Set is fighting. You see, you have the light, the heavy. The light is the kick. You can call it as you wish, and heavy is the punch. Okay, and special. Okay, this is the combo wait time. This is it is zero point 0.2. In example, if you are launching a punch and if you take more than zero point 0.2 seconds to punch again, it will start from the beginning, from the first punch. But if you are punching constantly, it will go through all the punches that you have here that I will show you now. So, an example, let's see light. You have 4 different uh, setups in here, let's say, to call it in some way. This is for a sprinting move. Sprinting move, you can always add as many move as you wish. In example, imagine that you don't want the character to do always the same move. You want to do it randomly. Let's say that you will be running one time you will do one move and another time you will do another move. So here you can set up it. You can put the move that is a this is a montage. You can say the start session for the montage if you want to set up it. This is the swing sound that is when it is kicking without hitting. This is the hit sound that is when hitting. This is the knockdown percentage. Let's say the knockdown the percentage is the chance that you have to make a knockout. So if it is 100%, it always will do a knockout unless the other character has a knockout reduction that I will show you later on. So this it will always do a knockout. Okay, this is the play rate, that is how fast will this move be played. The change to happen, this is where the random thing will is happening. The change to happen is 100% in here, but if you want to put 2 moves in example and you want to play these most of the times and other one very rarely, let's say that like it is very rare to happen, but the players will like to see it. You can put this in 80 and the next move to put it in 20. So 80% of the times it will run, it will do this move, but 20% of the time he will do the other one. This is the damage that is going to do to apply to the other to the enemy. Let's say this is the disable movement. This is process root motion. I will explain this a bit later. Disable movement is whenever you are doing this move, the character cannot move. The player will not move. In example, if you are applying a kick, you cannot move. You should stop the movement because you cannot move, or ideally you will not be able to move while you are kicking, right? I will show you this with the others. This is the jump move. Jump move, in example for the light attack, is this. Is exactly the same move than before. You have a damage radius. Damage radius, I forgot to mention it. Damage radius is a radius around the player where this damage is going to be applied. The chance to happen, the play rate, the damage, and again disable movement or process root motion. Uh, Crouch moves. In example, this is for crouch when you are crouched. This is the crouch and this is the damage. Chance to happen, the knockdown percentage, damage, and it is disabled movement or not. You see, this is disabled. You cannot move. And here is where everything or the main thing is happening, because this is when you are standing and when you are, example, this first move. Here, this means that you are going to, when the in combination with this max combo time, you will hit the first time and will play or will apply or will play this move. If you hit the second time in combo, it will go to this. If you click third time, it will go to this. Okay? So from here to here to here, then in each of these, you can have as many move with many chance to happen parameters in there. So that means that if you put, in example, 3 moves in here, 3 moves in here, 3 moves in here with a 30%, first time you click, it will select one from here randomly. Second time, it will select one from here randomly. A third time, it will select here one from here randomly. So you can make this almost very rare to be repeated. Imagine that you put 5 moves in here, 5 moves in here, 5 moves in here. Almost every single time you will have a different combination, because maybe the first time it will be the first one from here, the third one from here, and the fifth one from here. The second time you will get the first one from here, the fifth from here, the third from here. I think you get the picture. And it is the same. There are kicks. For example, the start session is none because it's playing from the beginning. The knockdown percentage is 0 because I don't want the first kick to knock down anyone. Play rate is 1.5. Change to happen is 100%. As I said, I only have one move per slot. Let's say damage is 5. Let's say is the damage that they're going to apply, and the damage radius is 100. It is disabling movement and also processing root motion. What means process root motion? Imagine that you have a movement that implies the character move forward or backward. Okay, like if it is doing a big kick forward or big kick towards, and you have the root motion enabled. So then you can process the root motion, and then you don't need to you don't need to care about to move the capsule or anything after the move is done. It is quite good. So this is the first, this is the second. I will show you what the difference between disabled movement and not. Now, but it will be better to show. And this is all for the light. For the heavy, it's exactly the same. You have the standing moves for the punching, the sprinting, the jump, the crouch. This is on floor move that I will show you later. And this is the special. A special move is you can select anything. In example, for light or heavy, for input buffer. Okay. Movement state. In example, these moves, you have only one special. It is for grounded. When you are grounded in movement state, when the stance is standing and the gate is running. Okay, and you have here the can receive damage. So this, if this is selected, you cannot. This is unselected. You cannot receive damage while the special move is playing. Okay, so these input buffers, in example, like and heavy attack, are controlled in the buffers that I will show a bit later on. Okay, so this one thing to say. In example, the combo, when you are applying a combo in kick, you are, in example, 1, 2, 3 kicks, 1, 2, 3 punches. But if you want to do a combo of 2 punches and 1 kick, the order is maintained. Let's say if you click 2 times, 1 time punch, second time punch, and third time kick, it will play the first punch, the second punch, and the third kick. Let me show you. Here you can see one kick. If I stop, 1 kick, 1 kick, 2 kicks, third kick. First, second, third. Okay. First, second, third, second, third, third. If I do this example, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. If I move it, running right, I can punch. See? But if I kick, it will stop, and you cannot move. Why is this done in this way? Because if you go to fight to the standing moves, in example, and I put in example this to disable movement. Sorry, this is the heavy. I have here disable movement. If I untick it, in example, and I compile, save. If I'm moving, you see? Moving, is unselected, but you can choose what you wish. Um, Nothing else from here, but the enemies. In example, I will go to the enemy. Enemy now contains. Uh, you go to the settings. Here are the settings, sounds, EI, patrol, chasing. It is the same than before. Like now, chasing in example have a patrol. You have the start chasing, the wheel chase. That is the normal. Let me go through all of it. This is the attack montage, and this is the beating up part. Okay, you have the combo wait time, the knockdown reduction, damage increase, move pitch, buffer input, knockdown animations if you want to place them. By now I'm using the ragdoll, so this is not too much. Um, this is something I need to speak with you. This is the random castle in the animations. So I put here four different animations. You see the happy idol, the ninja idol, the ALS fighting idol, and ALS fighting idol one. This is every single time you play with a different, even different enemies or different guys. In example, or different configuration. In example, for the player, the player is not shown, but I will show you later on. For the player, I only have one animation. This means that every single time you play, you will do a different or item. So if you have, for example, four different enemies here, and you put these four different things, I'll show you. I will pick this up here, so to make a bit more harder the game. Here, so I will show you now. Very high chance to each of them have a different item. But of course you can only put one. If you only put one, it will be this idol for sure. Okay. Then here, if you remember, you have the events. Events should be here. Events. So you can select, in example, for this one, I will select an event. An event. The event trigger will be on death, damage alert. Okay, death. Instead of message, I will spam. Do spam. Delay before spam 0. Let's put one example. Actor. I will put a pickup base in player position. Okay. So whenever I kill this guy, it will spawn a pickable base that is a health pickable. Okay. Then you have another guy here that is the boss one. Let's say I will show the configuration for this boss one. In example, this is the combo wait time. The knockdown reduction is 50. That means if you have 100 as a knockdown, it will reduce 50 from there. So you have less chances to be knocked down than the others. This is the damage increase percent. Let's say if you have this weapon for the guy, and I will show you the weapon now, that is the same that the 5 move master. In example, 5 move master, we have to make 10 in damage, it will do 15 because it's 50% more. Move pitch increase, that means that you put the play rate to 1.5, this will be a 15% quicker or faster than the other. Okay, and these are the knockout animation that, as I said, they are not so much not so important now. This is the events. For example, you can put that event to load map whenever he dies on something. This is the custom idle animation. You can select only one, and it will be playing this one. I put the 4 again. This is has custom idle. and random custom idle. Is if you put the hash custom idle and don't put the random. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Hash custom idle, it will choose always the first one. Is random custom, it will switch, it will select from the four. So let's say now I put hash custom, it will always choose the first one. If I put the random, then it will be selecting randomly one of them. Okay, so the random and this. So let's go to this. This is the active chasing that I showed you before. That it will be chasing you over the obstacles. Multi-directional attack. That it means that it will be doing in different directions. The peripheral. This is the normal thing. This is the patrolling. This is defending. This guy is defending. Here, an example, to not to be roaming or not to be chasing from the beginning. I put it stopping here, doing the idle position until you reach his side. This in example is here, but for this scenario, an example that you can move up and down, it have no value, so you can ignore it. The spaces as well, you can ignore them. This is the health, that is 500 for this. The max health is 500 as well. So it is, instead of 20 or 50 that are the normal enemies, this is 500. So it is way difficult, more difficult to beat him. Okay, so let's try with these 5. I don't know. Sorry. Now we have 4 guys. Four guys. Here. So let's go now to the other I will save this, and I will go now to the other map. That is the NARC map. You can see here. So you have this. In example, if we go to the NARC, I will show you the basics for the characters. We have here the characters. We have here the NARC. At some point here, this is the enemy. Here, it's the NARC. And you go to the settings in NARC. Let's go for here settings. Let's close everything. I will show you all the settings. In settings, you have the sounds, like always, for jump, for hit, for death, for dash. Damage on fall height. This means that when you are falling for too much time, you will have the damage. This is in time in air to be damaged. This is 10 seconds. Damage per second. So if you have 11, so you will get 1 per second. Delay when blocked. This is the weapon. You can select the weapon. I will show you this now. Show the aiming cursor. This is very important to if you want the aiming cursor to be shown or not. Okay. This is the team that is player. I have only put 2 different teams, players and enemies. That it will show. This will select when a bullet that you shot, in example, it will be able to damage another team or not. Damage on team. That means that this can damage the other players, let's say, or not, and can rotate on aiming. That is the good thing here. I put yes. This is just for this. Now you can see that I have no weapon. You see, and it is rotating. If I, in example, say I cannot rotate on aiming, you see, it will go. It will not rotate. Depending on the game you are doing, how you want to do it. If you want to rotate only when it is not aiming, or not, is the game. It will be. I give you the option here to do everything that you want. Okay, this is to show the aiming cursor. You can show it or not in this game. So now I will select this. Let's see if this is working as intended. I don't know if well, this is for other. I will put the K rotate. What more from here? The weapon. You can select the weapon that you want. In example, we have here the rifle to the action. An example, so I will put the rifle to the action in here. Save, and you will have a weapon from the beginning. You can move up, down. Okay, so I hope you like these 2 new game modes. Of course, I believe I ensure that we will have issues, we will have suggestions to improve them or suggest to include. Everything can be handled if you join the Patreon. You will be able to join our Discord, my Discord channel, so you will be able to do all suggestions that you wish in there. And highlight any bug, any issue that you find, or if you need some help to implement any of these game modes, or you have an idea to make a game and you think that any of these game modes can help you, so I will be happy to help you on this. Okay, so I hope you like it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.